Sometimes when we're teaching kids how to communicate with AAC, we fall into a dangerous trap of overcorrecting. For example, if I'm holding up a cracker and the child says cookie, your first instinct might be to correct them and say, no, it's not a cookie, it's a cracker. There's two problems with this type of corrective feedback. The first is that perhaps the child doesn't want that cracker you're holding and is actually trying to say they want a cookie. We should never assume we know what a child is thinking and wants to communicate with us, even if it seems like they might have made a mistake in pressing the wrong button. The second is that constantly correcting a child's attempts at communication can make a child feel defeated and frustrated. If a child is having a negative or unsuccessful experience with their AAC, they're not going to be as eager to communicate with us. So what can we do instead? Assume that everything a child is communicating to you is intentional and attribute meaning to whatever it is they say. This is how babies learn to communicate. They babble and say something as simple as da, and we assume it was intentional. Oh, you want daddy, let's go find daddy. We need to do the same thing with children learning how to communicate with AAC. When a child says a word, we should respond to it as if it were said on purpose. Circling back to the cracker example, if a child says cookie instead of cracker, then my response would be, cookies? We can't have cookies before dinner, but we can have crackers. If a child seems to be selecting random words and phrases on their device, remember, this is how children develop language. The same way babies start babbling by playing around with sounds, children using AAC need time to explore and babble using their device. We can practice attributing meaning to whatever they decide to talk about, and this will help them learn how to use words more purposefully. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and go to rachelmadel.com for even more resources like this.